ladies, I am here tonight on the show. And tonight I am going to talk about the playoff games, the play-ins, whatever how you want to call them. What a game, first of all. The fucking Brooklyn Nets and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Wow, man. What a game going back and forth. But I thought the Nets, had I think up once they had a 17-point lead, but then fucking Cleveland kept cutting into it. Obviously, Cleveland missing their big man. Jared Allen. So I think a lot of in the first 3 quarters it seems like I was in the first half. Andre Drummond was doing whatever the hell he wanted, and then like in the fourth quarter they put in Nick Claxton. He was doing whatever the hell they wanted. They really miss Jared Allen. I really thought so. But I thought, also Curtis LeVert played like shit. Wasn't he part of that 2018, 2019 Brooklyn Nets team that it was like Curtis LeVert, D'Angelo Russell, and what was that guy's name? The guy from Dallas now, Spencer Dinwiddie. And they go out. They weren't there like the 6th seed, and they went all the way up to like the fucking playoff, and they took the 6 or 7 games. Philadelphia, they had Jimmy Butler, Ben Simmons, and Joel Embiid. I'm like, this guy has experience. I was very surprised Curtis LeVert kind of choked the bat. I think he like took like 11 shots, only like 4. He didn't play that good tonight, man. So you're already missing Jared Allen, and now one of your veteran star players and Curtis LeVert stunk up the joint tonight. But Darius Garland did a great job. Evan Mobley, I believe Darius Garland had like 34 points. But the biggest thing about this game was Kyrie Irving, man. I believe he made his first 11 shots. I think he ended up making 12 out of 15 for 35 points. The guy was flat out fantastic. If he plays like this, they for sure have a chance against Boston. We'll see what happens. Again, they can have, just like they didn't have to deal with Jared Allen tonight, they're not going to have to deal with Robert Williams from the Celtics. He's hurt. So Andre Drummond and Nick Claxton and Aldridge, if he plays, they could have a field day. Blake Griffin, I don't know. But yeah, man. And then obviously Kevin Durant at the end closing it out, man, taking them home as Cleveland was threatening to, get it close. Kevin Durant said, we going home, bitches. We ain't playing on fucking Friday. Next time you'll see us, we'll be in Boston on fucking Saturday. Kevin Durant took them home. Great game. I'm interested to see if, except Curry stuck up the joint, I think he's gonna play better in the future. But I'm interested to see how Kyrie Irving, if he can keep up. I'm not saying go 11 for 11 for your first shots, but I'm interested to see how Kyrie Irving, if he can continue to keep this up. We'll see what happens. And then the next game, that was like even better, man. And I thought the Clippers were gonna win, but then I saw the beginning of the game, and it was like 7-3 Minnesota in the first quarter. I'm like, this card is fired up. I think they can maybe feed up this fucking Minnesota fans' energy because they got firepower with Karl Towns and D'Angelo Russell and Anthony Edwards. I'm like, they can do this. And man, it looked there for a while. Like in the fourth quarter, the Clippers took like a 9-point lead. I'm like, oh, it's over, man. But then they fucking Karl Anthony Towns played like shit. I think he took like 3 shots. I beg your pardon. I think he took like 11 shots, only made 3. He played like absolute shit. I think he won like 11 points. He ended up fouling out of the damn game. I'm like, oh my god, they're so fucked. And they just got fired up at the end of the fourth quarter. Fucking D'Angelo Russell and fucking Anthony Edwards went fucking ham. I think they both had like 30 points, man. They carry this team. I would think Towns, being there, playing in more big games, none of them had playoff experience. Well, actually, D'Angelo Russell did from his when he was in the Brooklyn Nets and even on the but yeah, man, I was very surprised, man, with the way Anthony Edwards and D'Angelo Russell took over this game. Jesus Christ, man, that was crazy, man. It almost seemed like it was almost a blessing in disguise because when Towns got hurt, they just opened up the fucking paint, free lane, and they just fucking took over. They started driving to the rim. It was crazy, getting deflection, stealing the ball. Great win, great comeback by Minnesota, led by D'Angelo Russell and Anthony Edwards. Jesus Christ, man, I couldn't believe it, man. And I expect Karl Towns to play better. Now they gotta fucking play Memphis. We'll see, man. You're gonna have fucking all these different. You got a big 3 versus a big 3, man. You got fucking On one side, Carl Towns, D'Angelo Russell, Anthony Edwards versus John Morant, Desmond Bain, Dylan Brooks. Ah, man, I cannot wait for this shit. It's going to be a fun one, man. It is going to be a fun one. Minnesota got some firepower, man. You got Patrick Beverly. Oh, man, I cannot wait for this shit, man. Beasley, I cannot wait for this one. This is going to be fun. The Clippers, man, I thought I would get better performance from the guys like Terrence Mann, Robert Cunningham, who I believe had 41 a few nights ago, like 9 points tonight. They Paul George played fantastic, but outside of that, maybe Reggie Jackson had like 17. But they definitely missed a Robin like for Paul George tonight. He does, obviously you got fucking Anthony Edwards and D'Angelo Russell competing for like 60 points, and then you got Paul George going off. But like I said, maybe a Reggie Jackson, he had like 17, but not really nothing too crazy. So I think Paul George misses fucking Robin tonight. Obviously, Kawhi Leonard is vice versa. He's more of the Robin and Kawhi's the Batman, but you know what I mean. I thought he really missed them tonight. Fucking in the fourth quarter there, I beg your pardon, Anthony Edwards and D'Angelo Russell going up straight up ham. They couldn't stop him. And here you got Paul George going by himself, man. I thought like a guy like Robert Cunningham, a Reggie Jackson, a Terrence Mann could have stepped up better. But hey, we'll see what happens. There's a lot of shit going on right now that Kawhi Leonard and Ben Simmons are going to play in the playoffs. A lot of rumors going on today. A bunch of people reporting. Adrian Wojnarowski and I think on Undisputed that Ben Simmons is going to play. Colin Cowherd said he's hearing that Kawhi's going to play for the Clippers. A lot of rumors going around that both Kawhi Leonard and Ben Simmons are going to be activated come this weekend. If the fucking Clippers even make it, man, they gotta play a game on Friday, and if they don't fucking win, they're going home. So the Clippers, they gotta fucking first. And honestly, if I'm fucking Tulai, I beg your pardon, Tai Lu, at this fucking point, I mean, if you're gonna activate them for game one, which is on Sunday, you might as well fucking activate them for the Friday game. What's the difference, right? 2 days. But if that's true, damn, Ben Simmons and fucking, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Those are the stuff that I heard today as I was watching these sports shows from Adrian Wojnarowski, Skip Bayless, and Colin Cowherd, that it's very possible that Ben Simmons and Kawhi come back. We'll see what the hell happens. Ladies and gentlemen, turn next time I'm out like a light. I thank you for watching. What the fuck is happening?